Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, back again. Let's get it. The Faison View podcast, man. Episode 322. We getting up there. My brother HUGH, what's up?
So, y'all, how y'all doing, man?
Let's get it, bro.
It's starting to feel like summer.
Hey.
It's starting to get there.
Starting to feel like summer, but the crazy thing about where we live, bro, we get 4 seasons. So once it feel like summer in the spring, it feel like winter the next day. Always like that. So, man, let's get into our agenda, man. Let's get into our agenda. Like, share, and subscribe. Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's get into it, man. All right. What is a must when coming to somebody's household when they're having an event or like a gathering? All right. What's a must you must do? So, household rules. All right. True or false? All right. Your kids are not your legacy. All right. There are individuals that have basically their own dreams and aspirations, and basically your legacy is what you do with your life. Okay, and I seen that trend, and I felt like it was a good conversation to have, like as far as legacy and your children. All right, and we didn't get to talk about this like as soon as we dropped the podcast last pod. This happened, but I want to talk about it, something sports related. Basically, LSU. Their committee is just like, oh no, we do accept the offer from Jill Biden to come to the White House based off of them winning the NCAA Women's Championship. We're gonna talk about that. All right, and best cereal drafts. I feel like this is gonna be a good one. Team LEEK, Team HUGH. Make sure you vote. And this is a scenario. Would you rather? All right. And I'll get to that. Once we get to that, I'll let y'all know the scenario. All right. So let's get right into it, man. What is a must when coming to somebody's household and they're having an event or gathering? What's a must thing that you had to bring? Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, bring?
No, not even just bring, but just a must. Just a must. That's a good one.
You gotta speak to everybody. Man.
Speak to.
If it's like a whole bunch of people, then you gotta at least do like.
That's a good one.
Everybody,
Right,
at least
correct.
do one of them.
Communication.
Or try to talk to at least 4 or 5 people that you know.
Correct.
You know, but for the most part, you gotta speak to
I'm gonna say for me, take off your shoes.
Everybody's
house is different, but like with me, like I'm so used to like taking off my shoes and stuff. I think that's one rule, but like everybody's house different. That's a good point.
That rule if you got carpet, like you got carpet, I'm not taking off my shoes.
Right.
I got folks,
you got hardwood.
My uncle and uncle, they got like regular floors. They want to take your shoes off, keep you all hurt. Y'all can at least provide slides or something.
Well, my parents always tell me never come empty-handed. All right, never come empty-handed. Like
I do come empty-handed, but I've heard that.
But bring something. But like it depends on the relationship you have with the person. You feel me? Like, and it's just like if it's a certain type of gathering. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like us as brothers, I wouldn't expect you to bring anything or things of that nature. But like, say if we have an event or something, I may ask so you bring something. Yeah. But I think that's one of them too. That was a good one though. That was a good one. That was one I think I was gonna say, but I didn't even really think about it until now. Is the one to speaking to everybody, communication.
Pray over the food.
Pray over the food. That's a good one.
Pray over the food.
And then another one. Have the kids or the younger people eat first, or the woman eat first. Like I feel like that's one of the ones that really go unnoticed. It's like a certain level of chivalry. It's just like, all right, once the food blessed, everybody just dig in. It should be It should be in order.
Let the ladies go first.
It should be in order, or the kids for sure.
We all the same age, and we let the ladies go first. That's it. Ain't no other than that. After that, like it's all up for grabs.
I know this is a major one in my family. If you do not know how to play card games, do not say you know how to play, because once that spade game get to playing, it gets serious. With spade, you get spade, speed, tunk, all those different type of games. I know how to play spade, but to an extent. So I wouldn't even be the one at the table. For real. Another one, I said, I think
say goodbye to the host before you leave.
That's a good one.
Like you may not say bye. I mean, obviously saying bye is a courtesy, but you may not say bye to anybody else. Say goodbye to the host.
That's a good one.
You at your friend's mama house, speak to that person's mama, daddy. Whatever.
And I would say, don't make leftovers. Don't start making leftovers if you haven't spoken to everyone and if you haven't been there a certain amount of time. That's what I feel. Like if you're not there
don't pull up and then just start immediately making to-go
correct.
Plates. Like that's not what this is. Like make to-go plate when you about to leave. Like you know what I'm saying.
That's a fact. Some
people just pull up and just start making plates and then put them in your no. Like
put them in the fridge.
You can eat now. Whatever's left is left. Like
nah, that's real. Got the big to-go boxes. All right. So moving forward, like I feel like this is a good conversation to have. True or false? All right, your kids are not your legacy. All right, they're individuals with their own dreams and goals, and your legacy is what you do with your life. I believe like me having a child, I am having Kyrie. Just my opinion. I do feel like it's two separate things in this. I feel like they are your legacy, but they do have their own dreams, aspirations, and goals. We see a lot of times, especially us being in sports, we've seen a lot of times, I've seen personally a lot of times where the parent may drive them and that's what they want to do, but that's probably not what the child wants to do with their life. So I just feel like let your child think and have a mind of their own and live life that the way they want to live life.
Yeah, because you may not even agree with what they do.
For sure.
You call it your legacy, you can be, your heart gonna be broken.
Exactly.
Because not everybody makes, decisions that their parents wants to make. And I don't mean in the sense that I wanted you to be a Marine and you're a businessman. So I mean like they have careers that you're just like you don't sanction at all. But there's nothing you can do about it. But I agree. I think there's two sides to it. I think it can be both. Like if you got like a family business, like Rolex. Like Rolex is a family business, so it's like in a sense, if you're training your younger you to be a part of that business, then they are a part of your legacy or that legacy. But at the same time, they might not want to do that. Your legacy for the most part is what you decide to do with
Correct.
who you
Correct.
are.
That's facts.
We're not looking at Malcolm X's
because it's your legacy
as a we're not looking at them as a part of like his legacy. When we talk about Malcolm X, we talk about who he was and what he did. Not to say that they aren't people and they're not, they aren't his children or his daughters. But for the most part, when we talk about Malcolm X's legacy, we talk about who he was. Because at the same time, you can't hold, children to who they people were.
Exactly.
Because if they were somebody negative, like then it's like, well, I can't blame you for that because. You got to be somebody else. So,
and I concur with that. I totally agree with that, bro. Because I feel like that puts a lot on the child. Like for example, like that was a perfect example. Like you saying somebody like Malcolm X or somebody, but just even that somebody has like just in legacy terms, like somebody that has really done something and then the name get attached to it. Just like we said, like for example, Michael Jordan and everybody thought Marcus Jordan and his sons were supposed to be a version of him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's it, I feel like it's his son. That's his legacy because he birthed them, and also I'm meaning like they're here because of him, but. It's kind of separate from your dreams, goals, and aspirations. They have their own separate life.
Sometimes it can be too much. I remember watching the old documentary on Vince Carter, and I just remember like for his little brother, it was just a lot, and like he ended up not making the best choices in life because it was just so much pressure. I mean, his older brother was the best player in high school, the best player in the country, and he went to UNC. He was the best player in college. Like, he's in the NBA. And now, you're in that same high school on the basketball team, and everybody's looking at you.
Correct.
You're supposed to be VC's brother, and it was a lot for him. He said he just could not handle it, And so, sometimes shadows are so big, no matter what you do, it just seems like
Facts.
You can't, you can't eclipse it. You try to do the best you can. Like I can only imagine what it's like to be, Obama's children or Bronny James,
right?
Or, Marcus Jordan. I can only imagine what that has to be like. Or Shedeur Sanders.
Right, correct.
So, how you handle it is, is on you. And, you definitely want to make sure your dad is reassuring you. Like, for me, I always want to make my dad proud.
For sure.
But my dad always tells me, man, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do another thing in your life. No, I am proud of you. So when you get stuff like that, that makes it a little bit easier. Not to say that Vince Carter's brother didn't have that, but, man, I just remember hearing about it. It was a lot.
Correct.
I remember, I think he ended up in jail or in and out of jail, something like that. Something happened, but it was just a lot for him, and he just couldn't really handle it.
I agree. It's a lot of instances that we have, just in general, as far as legacy and as far as kids and parents goes, and you see a lot of kids and parents kind of like separate based off of that, like not living to a certain standard or expectation.
John David Washington did that. Denzel's son, John David Washington, and like. I'm to the point where I hear people say, "Oh, yeah, I seen the joint with Denzel's son." I was like, that man's name is John David Washington.
Correct.
But he said he did that his entire life. He would not tell people who his dad was. His entire life, all the way high school, college, acting school. He said, "Oh, my dad." He would say, "Oh, my dad's he's a trash man. Oh, he's a plumber." Or he would like because he just did not want people to attribute that to him, even though he wasn't he was trying to be an actor like his dad.
Right.
He just didn't want people to treat him differently. He didn't want people to look at him differently, expect different things from him. So he would always. I'm not proud of who my dad is. He just did not want. He knew what that would come.
Correct. It's a certain amount of pressure.
And I think he's not Denzel, but at the same time, he is definitely a movie star, and he's definitely earned. Like that's why I always do that. He's earned the right to say. Like that man, that's John David Washington.
Right, he has his own name.
Facts. You don't have to. You can't call him Denzel's son anymore. His name is John David Washington. Like so.
I agree. That's great. Great combo, great point. So y'all let us know, man. True or false? Your kids are not your legacy, but they're just individuals with their own dreams and aspirations. All right, your legacy is what you do with your life. All right. So next, moving forward, man, this happened as soon as the pod ended last week. But all right, NCAA Women's National Championship, LSU. All right, the winners LSU. Jill Biden came out of nowhere. I ain't never heard her speak on sports at all. And now all of a sudden it's an LSU Iowa game. I'm going to go Cameron right now because I don't understand. What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? You don't have no understanding of sports. But now all of a sudden we ain't never in the history seen the loser get celebrated in the White House or just get celebrated in general in that capacity. Like, we understand this, and it's crazy because the narrative was already painted with the Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark, and you see the narrative. You were at the game, man. So you understand the narrative that's being pushed. So now all of a sudden you have LSU who dominated, had a great game. They had a great year. Now, all the things that what you said last part, like they getting overshadowed with the media. It's like their win is really not being seen as much. So now, Jill Biden, you come out of nowhere. Respectfully, Angel Reese declined, and she should have. Yeah. And she spoke up and said it like I don't respect that. Yeah. And
they decided to go.
And it's crazy because that's kind of my problem is that
they decided they walked the back. They're gonna go.
As the institution, I'm gonna just be real with you. I'm gonna stand behind my students. Yeah. I'm gonna stand behind my athletes that actually got me that championship. You feel me? Like I understand the look of things. Yeah, I know. And she did agree to it, but I'm saying. Like, yes, stand on your word. I understand that too. But this is the institution that's being pushed. And she got too much on the line to be like, all right, nah, forget the university. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like she was put, in my opinion, I feel like she was put in a bad predicament from the institution, if I'm being honest. Why is the institution, you backing that? When you see the optics, you understand what's going on. Mm-hmm. They was tweeting like, oh yeah, we can go to the Obamas and stuff like that. It was funny because they actually close. You know what I'm saying? But that's needless to say. It's just like, okay, you making this a racial thing. And you know what I'm saying? As Angel Reese and LSU said, it respectfully declined. I ain't never see a loser get champion.
There was a part of me that was like, first of all, that's whack. Like, cause there's no participation award.
Right, what?
And Caitlin Clark said it herself. Like, we don't deserve to go.
Correct.
They deserve to go. At the same time, I was like, that woman old, man. I don't think she understands what she's saying. Like, I don't think she understands sports. I don't think she meant anything. But I think she was just saying it because, it was the nice thing to say. But at the same time, it's like the world did have to let her know, like, no, this is wrong. They lost. We won. We deserve to go. If we're gonna go, it should be us going, and that's it.
Hey, Hugh, Jill Biden, she knows race. Okay,
she knows race, but I don't think she knows sports.
Okay,
I don't think she
but that's my thing. I think
like them people old, man.
This more is
I think old is dirt.
But what shows this is it shows more not even sport. It shows more about race, the racial divide. That's what make it crazy.
And as far as like, I would have been, I'm like Angel Reese. I think initially I would have been like, listen, if we're both going, we're not going.
Facts.
Now if that gets walked back and only we're going, then I'd have been like, yeah, I'll go. And if it was about the institution, I still get it because no matter how we feel about the Bidens, that is still the head of state. Gotta respect, like Shannon Sharp said, hey, you gotta respect the position of the presidency, and for LSU, their institution. It's bigger than Angel Reese. It's like, hey, correct. You're our player, but
correct. That's cool.
We're going to be the first ones to take the heat, and then you. So this is the head of state.
It's still a level of disrespect, though, Hugh.
It is.
It's still a level of disrespect.
It is, but sometimes you have to learn to just come under authority.
Nah,
you know,
I ain't with that.
Just be like, all right, you know, I'm gonna chill out. I get it. Trust me, I get it.
Cause we gotta stand for something or fall for anything.
I understand, but if I'm LSU, it's like, listen, we gonna be the ones to take the heat for this before Angel Reese does. Angel Reese got like 17 NIL deals. Us as an institution, because if one day she gonna be gone, we still gonna be LSU. Us as an institution, we're gonna take the heat for this first before she does. So if there was talk behind the scenes, like you talk to respect the head of state. I know we feel how we feel, but like Shannon Sharp said, he said, listen, you know, I want to be respectful to the president, even to the point where when you see former presidents, you still call them Mr. President. When people see
that's cool.
That's cool. Mr. President. So I get that.
It's too much options for me. I don't think
it makes them look lesser.
Yeah, I don't think it makes LSU look lesser if they don't go. If I'm being honest,
that's what I'm saying. I don't think it makes them look lesser. I would do the same thing. If we're both going, I'm not going.
I'm great.
If both teams are going, I'm not going. We won, they lost.
But my thing is the fact that you already sent the offer and now you trying to like play it back. Because Jill said what she said, and then Joe came behind it like, "Oh no, we don't." He disagreed with, you know what I'm saying? So he disagreed with and basically resent it. That's cool, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? You already made your mess type stuff. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
well, you know, everyone should be allowed to fix their mess. Joe did the right thing. He said, "Hold on, you know, they won, they lost. We are inviting them.
Oh yeah, because
this is how it's supposed to be done."
Because he woke up and Jill was trending.
Yeah, this is how it's supposed to be done. We're going to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? So,
Lord,
it's bad enough he ain't do a bracket. He's supposed to do a bracket. The president is supposed to do a bracket every year.
We got bigger things.
Bigger
things to worry about right now.
There are bigger things. But also, like, involved with that, I think Joe was trying to repair that tradition because the last guy that was in office, athletes who won weren't coming. Like, the Warriors didn't go. I think whoever won the Super Bowl didn't like.
Well, this ain't gonna make nobody appear either though.
So I think he's trying to fix that. It's like, hold on, we don't want to continue the tradition of athletes not wanting to come to the White House after they won the championship. Because we already had the last guy that was in office. Nobody was coming.
For sure.
So
for sure,
I get it. But shout out to Angel Reese and them because
shout out to LSU Angel Reese for sure.
Because she's right. I would have done the same thing if that had been the case. If we're both going, then I ain't going at all.
For sure.
Right. Unless you fix that, then I'm cool.
That's a crazy offer.
Send me my ring and we be all right.
For sure. That's a crazy offer right there. So this is a good one, man. Best cereal brand draft. All right, I already know this gonna be a fan favorite. All right, I don't know who don't really eat cereal. Everybody don't eat cereal, but man, come on now. Come on now.
Eat cereal now, but at one point,
right? Come on. At one point in your life, you ate cereal.
Was in college.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
Hungry
cereal or noodles saved the day for me.
Fair.
All right, so let's get right to it. All right, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, I'm standing on it this time. All right. Let me go ahead first. Let me go Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Dang it! Everyone, that's always the first pick. I was hoping you'd have a brain fart.
Not gonna take that one.
I was hoping you'd have a brain fart.
I can't. Not on this one. I'm not playing with you on this.
Alright, I got you. Number one pick, give me Frosted Flakes. Can't go wrong.
And I ain't gonna hold you. That's definitely my second pick. Oh yeah, Captain Crunch berries.
Dang it! The
Captain Crunch berries though.
I was hoping you just leave it at Captain Crunch.
The berries. I'm being specific on this. All right.
I
ain't coming to play.
Give me Trix. Give me Trix cereal.
Not the Trix.
Give me Trix.
Not the Trix.
Second pick.
This is a tough the third pick, but it's between these two. Give me Froot Loops.
Okay. All right.
I'm hoping you don't take my next one, but it's cool.
Yeah, you might win just because you have Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That's Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Come on now.
Give me Honey Nut Cheerios.
All right, that's a favorite, one of the favorites. All right, give me Honeycombs. That's one of my favorite low key Honeycombs.
But was never a fan.
Yeah, Honeycombs. Now Honeycombs. I mess with Honeycombs.
Give me the Give me Lucky Charms.
I ain't gonna hold you. That was gonna be my next one, but I got you. My last one. Come on now. It's gonna be tough, but I think it would go Apple Jacks.
All right. Last pick. Give me Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs is actually one of my my favorite cereal. After Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
The only one that you stole that I really like was the Frosted Flakes. That was gonna be my second.
My honorable mentions would be Cookie Crisp.
Nah, I had Cookie Crisp on my list too.
Yeah,
honorable mention. Cookie Crisp, and but you said Cheerios, but it's like certain Cheerios too.
That's
like
why
I ain't gonna hold you.
Cause the regular Cheerios,
a real sleeper. I don't understand. People don't understand the white frosted Cheerios and the apple, the cinnamon Cheerios hit. So, all right, best cereal draft. I had Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Captain Crunch Berries, Froot Loops, Honeycombs, and Apple Jacks.
You might win off the first two picks. Gosh.
Let's go.
But I got Frosted Flakes. I got Trix. I got Honey Nut Cheerios. I got Lucky Charms. I got Cocoa Puffs. You already know, man. When you eat the Cocoa Puffs, you know what happens to the milk.
But I think the Cocoa Puffs that's going to affect you. That's going to affect you in a negative way.
I think the Honeycombs is going to affect you in a negative way.
I think so too. I don't think a lot of people like Honeycombs. I don't know.
Bro, the milk turned chocolate, bro. Then you either drink the chocolate milk.
I got Honeycombs over better than Cocoa Puffs. No, for sure. No. I'm surprised one of us didn't say Cookie Crisp. I ain't going to hold you.
Yeah, it was on my mind.
Because I was going to say Cookie Crisp, but that's not like a... And if we talk about the overall consistency, I don't think that's a fan favorite.
Sure.
Fan favorite. You got some honorable mentions in there too. That joint was hitting. All right, so let's get to it. Would you rather? All right, but this is a scenario. All right, so your life is decided on this one game. Okay, one game only. If you win, you stay alive. If you lose, that's your demise. All right. Would you rather play Uno or Connect Four?
Uno.
I'm
better at Uno than I am at 4.
Uno, I don't know.
I get it. The odds are worse on my favorite.
I think the odds are worse, and it depends on how many people you playing with. Yeah. You know, but it just depends. I might say strategically, I'm gonna say Connect 4. I'm gonna stay Connect 4. I'm solid at Connect 4. That's why I'm saying that. And I feel like Connect 4 is very strategic in a way. So I feel like I can make a move and affect the jump. And also, I feel like I can visually see a block. I feel like with Uno, it's basically a higher a lower possibility you to win.
There's ways to play Uno for sure.
It is ways to play Uno.
I'm confident in my Uno ability. Right. I think I'm more confident in my Uno ability than I am my Connect 4. That's how I'm tragic.
And I play Uno more.
I'm way more confident in my ability to play Uno.
But that Connect 4,
whatever hand I get, because people be trying to look at your cards like, bro, it don't matter if you draw a card like that. It don't, bro. It does not matter. Like, so many things
and Uno,
into this.
Since we talking about it, can you put a drawer 2 over a drawer 4?
Nah.
Okay, nah. All right, and vice versa. Can you put a drawer 4 over a drawer 2?
Nah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Because a lot of people play a certain way. I don't understand that.
Back in the day, you could have.
I don't understand that. Yeah. But now I don't understand that.
When you first sit down and play Uno, rules have to be established.
They gotta be established. Because Uno don't even know Uno rules.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Gotta be established. And I hate playing with people who don't know how to play Uno. It's very irksome because there's no friends in this game.
None.
I hate people that try to you know what I'm saying? Like, it's every man for himself.
Look at it. Uno has somebody looking at you crazy.
The only time we work together is if someone has Uno, everyone has to do their part to make sure that person does not win.
Facts.
You're still trying to win, but you need to do your part to make sure that person doesn't win.
And you know where it really get funny? It just depends on the group and how many people you have. It get funny when, say if you block somebody else from Uno and the next person had Uno and you dag, bro.
Yeah, don't sell. Don't sell. If someone has Uno and we don't got Uno, do not be the salesman. Do not be that guy.
Yeah, no, that's that pain right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Uno.
Yeah, I'll say Connect 4. I'm only saying
people that's really dogs that Connect 4.
No, it's people that's dogs that Connect 4.
My sister's like that.
Mo and I play Connect 4 crazy. Like
that. They said Beyonce beat Kanye 4 times.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that legendary picture. Yeah, some people just strategic, so it just depends on who you playing for real.
Yeah. Now my sister's like that. Shout out to her.
So y'all let us know, man. For real. For you to stay alive, would you playing Connect 4 or Uno? All right. Your life on the line. You already know the Faison podcast, man. Another major episode Thursday 5 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you tune in. You already know we out. One.
Peace.